Hello everyone and welcome to another webinar by Royal Cyber. My name is Mir. I'll be your host and one of the speakers for today. Some ground rules for a smooth experience before we begin. If you have trouble seeing my screen or hearing me, please notify in the chat window located on the right side of the screen. You can post your questions and comments in the chat box anytime during the presentation. There will be a dedicated slot for Q&A towards the end of the presentation where your questions will be answered. You can also post your questions or request any follow-up information on email shown on the screen. Okay, so in the next 30 minutes, we will discuss the need for modernizing your API monitoring and how MuleSoft and Datadog together help us in achieving this objective. That's me on the left side. I manage the integration practice at Royal Cyber. I've been in the middleware and integration space, helping customers in their digital transformation journey globally. On my right side is my colleague, Mr. Akib, who is a certified Mule integration architect at Royal Cyber. He has tremendous experience in implementing MuleSoft projects for our customers globally. And here's our agenda for today. First, a quick introduction about Royal Cyber and who we are. Then we'll talk about API economics. And then we'll turn our attention towards API monitoring, significance of that, and options. Now, how do you monitor using MuleSoft? And the need for modernizing your API monitoring and how to do that, and integrating MuleSoft and Datadog. Finally, a demo before the Q&A. So Royal Cyber is an IT consulting and digital transformation company specializing in services, solutions, and software. Innovating since 2002 with 1,000 plus workforce and hundreds plus happy clients worldwide, including USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East, and KSA. Across the globe, Royal Sabre provides reliable and high performing solutions and services in commerce, cloud, analytics, mobile, AI, DevOps, and middleware and integration. Okay, so before we get into the topic, I quickly want to touch upon the significance of API in today's world. Now, APIs are the backbone of digital experience today. APIs are your most important business assets. They are the critical component of your enterprise solutions. APIs are used to connect people, places, systems, data, and algorithms. APIs provide a new user experience and business models. Finally, APIs are worth $1 trillion in total economic profit globally. Now, once you understand the value of APIs, monitoring your most important asset to get the desired business benefit is of prime importance. Let's see why. First is for governance, visibility, and control. Today, you can see a combination of APIs, integrations, applications, hardware devices, on premise systems, and SaaS tools as part of a typical digital landscape. However, organizations with the most accurate pulse on their digital landscape are the only ones that are setting economic and digital trend. And monitoring your APIs, all your APIs, integrations, and microservices in real time, like all in one place, speeds up your issue identification and root cause analysis process. It also decreases your mean time to resolution (MTTR) with a single pane of glass. It also helps you instantly understand the health of your application network. You can quickly identify issues in real time using log management capabilities. It also drives business and technology insights by measuring business impact. Now, typically, operations and development teams use the monitoring tools to diagnose issues and prescribe solutions to behavior that negatively impact digital performance. And understanding the state of your infrastructure and systems is very important for ensuring the reliability and stability of your services. So, what are the options to monitor APIs built using MuleSoft's Anypoint platform? The first and the most obvious choice is to use MuleSoft's own Anypoint monitoring solution. And there are other options as well, like exploring some other third party solutions. Now, with customizable dashboards and alerts, a lot of dependency mapping capabilities, and instant access to historical data. Let's see how API monitoring with all these features is accomplished using Anypoint monitoring solution. So Anypoint monitoring platform from MuleSoft is a one-stop solution for all of your MuleSoft API monitoring needs. It can monitor APIs that are deployed in Cloud Hub, on-prem, and runtime fabric infrastructure. It can aggregate and map metrics across dependent systems in real time. You can easily configure dashboards and alerts to reduce the MTTI, and you can store and search for log data at scale. It provides an easy to use dashboard that has 40 matrices out of the box. Now, some of the metrics like MTTI, MTTR, total number of inbound and outbound requests, and message average response time can be very helpful in understanding API performance. You also get decreased mean time to identification and resolution of issues. Application performance management, API functional monitoring, logging, and business matrices all in one place are some of the other key features. The analytics feature provides a 360-degree view of your customer insights. You can track key matrices such as API usage, transactions, and performance against API SLAs to better understand and improve your service for customers. You can gain a granular visibility into business transactions and events for your Mule applications and quickly find and resolve issues. You can get real time insights into API performance, usage, and errors. You can also create and manage custom dashboards and charts. You can provide metrics to your API consumers. You can also identify and analyze root cause of errors, which helps in RCA process. Okay, so now let's look at some of the outstanding features of Anypoint monitoring solution. First up is dashboards. You can use built-in dashboards or customize your own dashboard to provide an instant visibility into your application's performance and detailed analysis of your network. Built-in as well as custom dashboards provide visual representations of your resources so you can detect anomalies, troubleshoot issues, and also see trends that are not obvious in the raw form. Alright, the next one is event-driven alerts. Alerts indicate whether a resource, such as a new app, is behaving as expected or exceeding a defined threshold. You can implement any of the several types of alerts offered by MuleSoft. Now, using any point monitoring, you can configure two basic, two different types of alerts. Basic alerts for servers and Mule applications. You can also have advanced alerts for graphs in custom dashboards in any point monitoring. Now, with alerts, you can seamlessly track trends, identify unusual behaviors, and problems in your application network proactively. And another interesting feature Anypoint monitoring has is the log search. It offers you an extensive log search capability using which you can search across active and archived log files, filter them to find information and events of your interest. It facilitates distributed log searches of raw log and event data from across the app network so that you can pinpoint the root cause of a problem. Now, some of the interesting filter criteria are log level, such as information logs, error logs or warnings, environment type, such as prod or sandbox, and applications as well. The logs complement the monitoring system by helping you identify causes of operational issues and investigate failures. Okay, some of the other features of Anypoint monitoring are raw data downloads, tools for monitoring integrations, and API functional monitoring. So, raw data downloads, you can download warehoused log data on a Mule application, for instance, to help investigate security, compliance, or other issues that logs can usually reveal. Tools for monitoring integrations, you can link to connectors that help deliver any point monitoring notifications to external systems, including custom metrics connectors. And API function monitoring. You can monitor APIs and endpoints at scheduled intervals. You can receive reports about whether tests pass or fail and view statistics about API and endpoint performance as well. So in summary, let's see where does any point monitoring solution fits in. So here are some use cases of how you can use any point monitoring. So you can use any point monitoring for understanding the performance related KPIs. You can plan a resource allocation across application networks. You can pinpoint root causes of issues. You can use it for measuring API trends. You can assess the stability of your APIs. You can analyze the log data. Finally, you can visualize regional or project based consumption as well. So, while any point monitoring is the de facto method of monitoring Mule applications and API performance to quickly identify and resolve issues, it has its own limitations. Let's see what they are. First, monitoring capabilities are restricted depending on the subscription level, whether you are a gold or a platinum subscription or you have a titanium subscription. Custom matrices, advanced dashboards are only available if you are a titanium customer. Data retention is limited to 30 days unless you have a titanium subscription. While alerts are available for all, advanced alerts are only available for titanium subscriptions. And customized reporting feature is not available unless you are a titanium customer. So monitoring CPU, RAM, hard disk capacity of your on-prem infrastructure, running your on-prem assets deployed using hybrid model is also not possible. You can monitor APIs, runtimes, and worker nodes on a Cloud Hub or a runtime fabric. You cannot do end-to-end application tracking as well. Transaction stitching across MuleSoft APIs and other applications is not possible. See, on an average, a single business transaction crosses about 35 different services. As a result, being able to trace and pinpoint bottlenecks and quickly check for errors across every service is a monitoring must-have. APM monitoring features also requires vCores to run, which could potentially affect the availability of your vCores for your critical APIs. There is also a limitation on the number of alerts you can create based on your subscription level. And for better performance and readability, your log data is in fact truncated into shorter lines as well. Okay, so now that we understand the need for modernizing the API monitoring piece, let's find out how to accomplish it. The best way, in our experience, to achieve this goal is to leverage your existing monitoring investments to augment MuleSoft's capabilities and bridge the gap. To put in simple terms, every organization will have some monitoring solution used to monitor various applications and infrastructure assets like Splunk, ELK, App Dynamics, Datadog, to name a few. Usually, these monitoring tools are very powerful in nature and address a wide variety of use cases. So, the secret sauce to accomplishing this is to integrate your instance of MuleSoft Anypoint platform with your third-party monitoring solution using API-led connectivity approach and supplement your monitoring capabilities of your organization. This approach will help you address most of the limitations we have seen in the previous slides without the need to upgrade your MuleSoft subscription level unless you are already at Titanium or purchase additional cores for the solution to work. Okay, so while there are tons of third party monitoring tools available in the market, today we will focus on a very popular SaaS based product called Datadog. So, Datadog is a tracking service for cloud scale applications, providing monitoring of servers, databases, applications, tools, and services through a SaaS based data analytics platform. It offers a single, unified platform to monitor your infrastructure, applications, networks, security threats, user experiences, and more. You can see inside any stack, any application, at any scale, anywhere. You can seamlessly navigate between metrics, traces, and logs. It also has a cool built-in machine learning tools, clear visualizations, and an excellent companion mobile app, making it easy to monitor your growing environments. Datadog also provides an APM facility that provides end-to-end application monitoring from front-end browsers all the way to the back-end database queries and including cloud code profiles so you can monitor and optimize your stack at any scale. APM and distributed tracing are fully integrated, giving you rich context for troubleshooting issues in real time. Well, this session is nothing to do with Datadog. All we're going to do is show you how to integrate MuleSoft with Datadog to accomplish modernize APM monitor. So before we do that, let's understand the the concept, right? The Datadog Mule integration is an agent-based integration which collects metrics from MuleSoft products and uploads them into Datadog. Now, these metrics can be used to take advantage of the out-of-the-box dashboards and monitors or create your own visualizations. Now, to integrate MuleSoft with Datadog, you need to follow the following steps. First, log into the Datadog application. If you do not have a Datadog account or subscription, you can sign up for one using the free trial. Once you sign up or log into the Datadog application, you need to get the API key to integrate Datadog with MuleSoft from the APIs screen on the integration menu. So the picture on the right side bottom of the screen shows you the API screen from where you can get the API key by clicking the text box on the key field. Once you have the keys on hand, all you have to do is go to your MuleSoft project, open the log4j XML file, and add the API key to a new HTTP appender section which you'll be adding. Once your log4j is ready, just add a logger component to your MuleFlow and include references to this HTTP appender section. Okay, so if your MuleFlow is ready, you can deploy the flow to Cloud Hub, and before you deploy it, you need to disable Cloud Hub logs on the runtime manager screen. Okay, once the deployment is successful, your application is ready to go. You can create dashboards as needed on the Datadog dashboard screen for you to look at the logs and the visualizations. Finally, you can test the Mule application and switch over to the Datadog dashboard screen to watch the logs being generated as you fire the APIs. So this screen shows you a couple of things, right? Okay, so this screen shows a couple of things. The image on the left side shows a snapshot of the changes made to the log4j file, and the image on the right side shows the options to disable Cloud Hub logs on Anypoint Runtime Manager. So remember, in this log4j file, you have to key in the URL of the Datadog instance, and then put a property name called DD API key or whatever, and just key in the key which was copied, API key which was copied from the Datadog API's console. Now, all of this has to be put in inside a HTTP appender section as shown here. Finally, once the application is up and running, you can see the events being pushed to Datadog on the Datadog log screen as shown here. It also has some cool filtering options which can be used to pick and choose the type of events you're interested in, such as error, warnings, information. You can also filter by the service names, the host name, and the source of the data as well. And you can also open up one of these logs files to see the contents of the log. And here we are showing the content of one of the logs which has errored out. This is a snapshot of how a dashboard visualization looks like in Datadog dashboard screen. You can create visualizations of your choice based on your requirements. As you can see, you can monitor a variety of things like CPU, RAM, memory, disk usage, disk space, in addition to host status, SSL status, API response times, error logs, etc. Okay, so here's another dashboard that shows some additional information about the Mule APIs, like the number of heads. I don't think you're able to see it here. Like zero point 0.2 requests per second for experience API, point less than zero point 0.1 requests per second for process APIs, so on and so forth, right? And error rates like 0% error rates or something, and average latency. So here it shows 995 milliseconds, 195 milliseconds to process API and so on, etc. So you can also configure it to monitor your CP usage of your virtual machines where the Mule runtime is running. And there are some other charts which are showing different type of information here. And finally, another dashboard that shows the event log on the dashboard page for a given search criteria, as well as CPU, memory, disk usage information of a specific Mule hosted on-prem virtual machine. So, okay, so enough of theory. Let's see the integration of Mule and Datadog in action. My colleague, Mr. Akib, will give a live demonstration of how to do this. Over to you, Mr. Akib.
Thanks, Mir. Hello, everyone. I'm Mohammad Akib, working as a senior software engineer with Royal Sabre. Today, we will see how to integrate MuleSoft logging with Datadog. I have created a MuleSoft application which is deployed to MuleSoft Cloud Hub environment. And when any request comes into the flow, the logs will be published to Datadog. Let's move on and see the configuration required to make this integration work. So here is the log4j XML file in Mule project where we need to define HTTP appender for Datadog. And this is the URL that we need to define for Datadog HTTP request. And this should be your Datadog API key. Let me show you that where you can find this API key. After logging into the Datadog account, let's navigate to Integrations menu from left sidebar and select APIs. Now expand the API keys section and copy API key, which should be pasted in the HTTP appender for Datadog logging defined in log4j XML file. We can also define JSON layout and add custom attributes for filtration of logs. Now, since the application is deployed to Cloud Hub, we need to disable the Cloud Hub logs for the application. Let me show you the mule flow of this application. So this is where we have put some loggers. So when this application is accessed, the logs will be published to Datadog. That's all from configuration side. Let's now see in real time how this integration works. So I have got the Postman tool as REST client, and here is the URL of the application deployed on MuleSoft Cloud Hub environment. Now if I hit the URL, it will process the request in MuleSoft and the logs will be published to Datadog. Let's hit the send button a few times. Let's now open the browser and verify in Datadog account if the logs are generated in Datadog or not. Let's go to logs and click search. There you go. So logs are available in Datadog. Once you click any of these rows, you should see the details of the logs available. So we have come to the end of this demo session. If you have any questions, please post on the chat and I will be glad to answer. Over to you, Mir.
Thank you, Akab, for the wonderful demo. So, before we wrap up, let's see what are some of the benefits of this approach. Cost savings, right? You don't need to upgrade your Mule subscription to Titanium if you're on a gold or a platinum level just to monitor your Mule assets. You can create customized alerts, dashboards, and reporting at no additional cost. Number two, you can use your Anypoint platform vCores for your business critical APIs powering your business. You can also expand the scope of your third-party monitoring solution to include those aspects of your Mule infrastructure that are not covered by Anypoint monitoring. You now have unlimited monitoring capabilities without any restrictions. You can monitor CPU, memory, hard disk capacity of your on-prem infrastructure, running your on-prem Mule assets deployed using the hybrid model. That is now possible. Unrestricted data retention period, governed by only your organization's data retention policy and not by MuleSoft. Finally, you can get the benefits of APM and distributed tracing offered by your third-party monitoring solution. All right, so that's all for today. It's time for some Q&A. Okay, thank you. I know it doesn't end here. If you have more questions or need additional information, you can always reach us at info@royalcyber.com. Thank you.